is not.
Hi.
And we are live.
We are
A
live.
very good evening to everyone. Saying good evening here from Queensland, Australia. It is 6:30 p.m. on a Monday evening. We are so glad that we can come to you tonight to share a lot more about our online digital business, because there is a lot more to share. We will never run out of ideas. We will never run out of things to share regarding our online digital platform. Just before we get into the proper scheme of things, I will ask, before I do that, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Ateva. I'm originally from Fiji. I work as a registered nurse, still working full-time, running my online digital business on the side. It's been 8 months now, and I'm so excited about everything on this platform of the online digital business. It's exciting. It is developing a lot of personal developments for me. And I must say that I have never regretted. For the 8 months I've joined, I have never once regretted the step I took. I'll give it over to Margaret. Margaret, please introduce yourself. And you see, we are global. Margaret is tuning in right from Bangkok. Over to you, Margaret.
Thank you. Thank you, Atika. So, hello, good afternoon. Yeah, this is Margaret again. I'm a retired healthcare professional like Atika. Yeah, I'm also a mother of two. I'm a certified parenting coach and also the proud CEO of my digital companies. Yeah, I have been also part of this community for over 10 months now. Yeah, time just flying. So prior to that, I also spent indeed over 2 decades working in the health sector before retiring last year. Yeah, that's a little bit about myself. Thank you. Back to you, Atika.
Thank you. Over to you, Loata. You're mute, Loata. You're mute.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lowata Kurevimbau. I'm tuning in from Queensland, Australia. I'm a Fijian and a team leader working full-time. And I've been in this business for 5 months now. And I tell you, I have not regretted it one bit. Yeah, I'm so glad to be with you again tonight. Thank you, Auntie Teda.
Thank you. Thank you, Loata. Over to you, Regina.
Thank you, Ateda. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you and welcome to another interesting session tonight that we are all going to bring. Brief introduction. My name is Regina Karim. I'm originally from Fiji. I'm living in Brisbane, retired, and a digital business mentor. This business has changed my life. I've been doing this for 3 years now and didn't regret a bit because I have grown just like the business, like it has given me so much confidence, knowledge, and interaction with people from across the globe, just like I'm doing now. So thank you, Teda.
Thank you very much, Regina. Those are the introduction from the ladies here tonight, and we've picked a topic each to speak on. And without taking much of your time, I will introduce, I believe it's Margaret. Margaret, yours is talking on celebrating your progress. I'll give it over to Margaret now.
Thank you. Thank you, Regina. So, yeah, so this topic is really, is really relevant to all of us, and then it can resonate to everyone. So, embracing failure and letting go of comparison. So, I want to, highlight something that we often forget, right? That is celebrating. We forget to celebrate our progress. So, most of the time, we tend to wait, until we reach a very big milestone, right? To feel proud. But what about all the steps we have been taken, right, to get this far? I mean, so many of us, so focused on, where we want to be that, we really forget to appreciate how far we have already come. So we usually compare ourselves to others. We compare others, their achievement, their pace, their success, and then we lose sight of our own journey. That can happen if we are not mindful enough. But every small step, every bit of growth, even showing up again, after a tough day, that progress also, it's worth celebrating. So celebrating progress doesn't mean you are settling or you are becoming, complacent, right? It means you are acknowledging your effort, you are honoring your growth, basically. So when you take time to notice your wins, no matter how small it is, you build confidence, you build more motivation, actually, and the momentum, to keep going, right? So I would like to share some practical way how to celebrate your progress, right? You can celebrate in simple but meaningful way, like, write down, one small things that you are proud of each day, each and every evening. Just, sit down with yourself, reflect back, just write down, journal down one thing that you are proud of, right? And then you can share your wins with your accountability partner or your community. And also, you can treat yourself kindly, be compassionate to yourself. You can treat yourself, yeah, take a small walk, or maybe have some coffee, chat with friend, or maybe, give yourself permission to rest, maybe a day, or or half day, like that. Just give yourself permission. So it is not about rewards. Actually, it is about recognition. Recognize your effort, a moment to say, I did that, I did it, right? So think about it, when was the last time you paused and then said to yourself, so, I'm proud of how far I've come today. I'm very proud of myself. So think about that. So we often, underestimate how powerful that acknowledgement can be. Actually, that acknowledgement, it can heal your self-doubt. It can also fuel your resilience. So in our community, we often have a joyful moment here. We even sing together. I really, see, I rejoice those moments. We usually sing, we did it, I will do it, I did do it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I will do it, I did do it. So like that, I even see in the mirror. It boosts my confidence, Like I said, it fuels my resilience also, because not every day is a rose, it's a bright day, right? So it is simple, but it's very powerful reminder that every step forward matter, right? It deserves to be celebrated, actually. So today, I would like to invite everyone listening to take a deep breath and then reflect, right? What progress have you made in your journey that deserves celebration, right? So remember, growth is not about perfection, it is about progress. So celebrate it, honor it, and then keep moving forward. So one step, one win at a time. So celebrate your progress, you deserve it. Thank you. Back to you, Atika.
That is so right. Thank you so much, Margaret. Little steps, right? Little steps. Those little steps make the big results. I believe I said it last week. A lot of times we come and we celebrate with them. Yay, she did it. But we don't realize the steps put in. We don't realize the connection. We don't realize the struggle. We don't realize the sacrifice. So be kind to yourself. That is a very good point, Margaret. I am going to do that from today onwards. Yes, you did it. Yes, you did it. Yes, I like that. Okay, to the two ladies from Australia, why comparing journeys steal your happiness? Over to you, Regina.
Thank you, Ateda. Yes, Margaret, I agree with you. And I will take this opportunity and publicly congratulate Ateda on achieving another milestone in the business. Congratulations. So, yes, my topic
Congratulations.
is,
Yes.
Thank
she
you.
did it.
Thank you.
She did it. Yeah.
Did it?
Yes.
Okay. So, my topic is why comparing journey steals happiness. So, yeah, I want to share something powerful today, something that so many of us struggle with, and that's comparing our journey to someone else's. Because in the business, not everyone's journey is the same. Everyone has their own journey, own timing. Some will be fast, some will be slow, some will be, bit here and there. So it will be their own journey because individual people own the business. You don't, you are not partner with anyone else. You are your own boss. You are your own, it's your own business. So how you do it, it's that's how you will get the result. So when you compare, comparison is one of the biggest thieves of happiness. It's not only in business, in anything. If you compare, like if you, some parents compare kids, like the older one or the younger one, if they start comparing, then they start feeling small, like the one who is not being that good, So that is another really not a good thing, So we shouldn't be comparing anything in that matter, like children especially. But the business, yes, we do it. We are human beings, and sometimes it happens that when you see others' results, you feel that why isn't it happening to me? What am I doing wrong? So it creeps in quietly when we scroll on social media, see someone achieving their goals, buying a new car, traveling, or celebrating a milestone, and suddenly we start questioning ourselves. We start thinking, why not me? Or what am I doing wrong? But here's the truth: everyone's journey is different, everyone's timing is unique. What's meant for you will always find you, no matter how long it takes. Sometimes your journey takes longer because you're building deeper roots. You're learning lessons that will sustain you for a lifetime. And that's something no shortcut can ever give you. So true. When you compare yourself to others, you stop seeing your own growth. You stop appreciating how far you've come and you rob yourself of peace. But when you focus on your path, your daily progress, your gratitude, and your small wins, that's when you start feeling happy again. So today, I just want to remind you, stop comparing, start celebrating. Celebrate your growth, your courage, your consistency, because happiness lives right where comparison ends. So there you go. Happiness will only start if you stop the comparison. So that's all from me, Ateda. Thank you.
Thank you. Very powerful there, Regina. Yeah, comparison is always a dream killer. It kills your dream right away when you compare. And also, what I've learned in the business is I do not have a traditional business to know. I don't have a prior knowledge of how to do business, but what I have learned in the 8 months is that there are going up periods, there are going down periods, there are waiting periods, and all those are part of growth, as Regina is saying. So, yeah, comparing, it is definitely a dream killer. So for us tonight, wherever we are, whatever milestone we're at, let's keep going, keep plugged in. And yes, we may not see what we want to see, but I believe things are happening in the background. As Regina has said, deeper roots are being produced and is going deeper into the soil to anchor our lives when we reach the milestones that we are aiming for. Thank you very much, Regina. Regina, I'm giving it over to Loata. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good evening again, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight with our amazing business partners. My topic tonight is embracing failure as growth. The point is keep going despite fear. So before I share my main point, I'd like to take a moment talking about this topic called fear. We have to keep going despite fear. Understanding fear. What is fear? Fear is a natural emotion. It's that uneasy feeling that rises up, when we are about to do something new, like stepping onto this kind of new business. In times of uncertainties or outside our comfort zone, this fear, usually this uneasy feeling of fear, it usually rises up. And sometimes fear can protect us, like warning us of danger and helping us to stay cautious. But there's another kind of fear that tries to hold us back. That quiet, sneaky kind that whispers, don't try, don't whisper, don't speak. I mean, what if you fail? What will people think? That kind of fear limits us. It stops us from growing, from stepping into our purpose, and from discovering the amazing things we are capable of. Fear doesn't always shout. Sometimes it hides in our overthinking, in our hesitation, as the two ladies have already said, in comparing ourselves to others. It makes us feel that we are not ready, we are not enough, or not worthy to take the next step. But here's the truth. Being in our comfort zone, it doesn't grow us. Growth happens when we move through fear, or not when we avoid it. So, as a Christian, I always be reminded by some of the words of God that says, fear not, I am with you. I am glad that in this online business, in stepping forward into the unknown, I thank God that He's always with me, because He's my God. He strengthens me, and then He helps me, and then He lifts me up. And, that voice, that verse always tell me that fear doesn't have to control us, doesn't have to control me, because in this life, we never walk alone. When we invite God into our fears, He gives us courage and peace, that pushes us forward. So as we talk about embracing failure tonight, I just want to reflect on this. Fear may visit, but it doesn't get to stay, and it might whisper to our ears, but it doesn't get to decide. Fear doesn't have to decide for us. So for our viewers tonight, to inspire you to keep going despite fear, because fear, it often shows up right before growth. That's one thing I've learned. And when we step out, whether in business, whether in faith, whether in family, fear always tries to convince us to turn back, to stop, to pause. But failure and fear, they are not stop signs. They are part of the path that leads to wisdom, to success. So even in my own journey with this business, I've learned that fear or failure doesn't define us. It doesn't define me. It refines us. Every setback, like somebody said, it builds resilience. So every no prepare us for a greater yes. Like what Auntie Tether has just achieved, another milestone in this business. And every fearful step, we take is a victory over the voice that says that we couldn't. I always so believe, in this Bible verse that, God has not given me the spirit of fear. He has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power. And that sound mind, always encourages us, always tells us that, apart from fear, behind fear, there is always growth. So we keep on going because something good is always awaiting us. So, we know that fear is not from God. Courage is. So every time we take a step towards the forward, we take a step forward, even though our knees keep trembling, despite the uncertainty, despite what others think, we are walking in God's strength. So, we just think about a baby learning to walk, They fall again and again, but they don't stop trying. Each fall helps them to learn balance, coordination, and strength. And that's how growth works in life too. So if you're watching tonight and fear is holding you back, wanting to come into start something new like we are in, maybe it's holding you back from your dreams, from your personal journey. I want to tell you this: you are not alone. Every successful person you admire has faced fear and failure. You ask any millionaire in this business, in this community, they'll tell you how many times they've fallen, how many times they've failed. Maybe 3 years they are behind, but when they come back, oh, they're millionaires now. But the difference is they chose to keep going, So let's turn our failures into fuels for growth. Let's use fear as a reminder that we are on the edge of something new, something powerful, something that will stretch us closer to purpose. So when those thoughts come that say, you can't do it, remember, you are learning, you are growing, and you are becoming the person God created you to be. So my encouragement for you tonight is simple but strong. Keep going. Keep believing. And keep showing up. You might feel fear, but move anyway. You might stumble, but rise again, because every small step forward is a step toward growth, purpose, and breakthrough. So when fear says, what if you fall? Faith says, what if you fly? So thank you, everyone, and may you be strengthened tonight to face your fears with faith and confidence that God walks beside you always. Thank you, Auntie Terra.
Ooh, that's powerful. Really, really powerful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, I heard one of the ladies in this online space. She said this: fear visited, and I took fear for a ride. So let fear be there, but don't let it be that big voice in your journey. Okay, I'm just going to touch on reframe failure as a stepping stone, not a setback. Failure isn't the end. You've heard that. It's part of the process that shapes you, shapes your success story. It builds character. It doesn't build shame. So every fall teaches you sometimes something no success ever could. It humbles you first, it strengthens you, and reveals to you what needs to change. I mean, think of Thomas Edison. He failed a couple of times, not only 2, 3, more than that, over and over and over again, but he kept going. Then the light bulb was invented after those failures. So remember, failure refines your vision. Sometimes God allows detours to redirect you to something better. Failure clears out what doesn't work so you can focus on what does. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job because he lacked creativity. Later, his first animation company went bankrupt, but he didn't stop. He refined his vision and he kept going, and he built an empire out of his imagination. So there's lots of people that have failed in life. There's a couple that we were sharing their videos. That was their 25th business attempt. Just imagine, the number 25 of their businesses is online digital. Everything else was failing. And now they are, I believe they've stepped into millionaire status now. Just goes to show that failure, I mean, from the human perspective, failure is sort of like, that's it. But from God's perspective, this is a stepping stone. I am building character while this is happening to you. I'm reshaping you to be the person that I want you to become. And the thing is, with us ladies talking tonight, a couple of months ago, we were not this. We have morphed from that to this. Some of us were scared of the cameras. Some of us were scared to come and talk. I remembered our first StreamYard. Oh my God. Everybody was waiting, and the time for us to hit the button, go live. It wasn't go living on us. Like, oh my God. I believe it was a good 15 minutes. One of our partners, the son, came on. What have you guys, can you press? That was biggest failure. But look at us now. The little steps, okay? Learn from your mistakes. We call it mistakes, but God does not. He doesn't waste anything. Like it may be drastic, it may sound so embarrassing, but he doesn't waste anything. He uses every experience. So for us as human beings, I'm reminded of Psalms 139:16. Before you were born, I had written down every day of your life in my book before one of them has come to be. So for us to be here, this is God. This is God. And for those who are listening in tonight and those who are going to be listening into this recording, take that step. If you failed a couple of times, remember, those are not setbacks. It's a setup. Come back bigger, come back stronger, go back, come back higher. So learn from your mistakes. Let's keep going. So just to recap, celebrate the little wins. Margaret said, celebrate, go to the mirror at the end of the day. Margaret, that's what I'm going to do now. Every day I'll go to the mirror and I'll say, you did this. That is very, I mean, it's just a little point, but man, it packs a punch. And Regina, no comparison. Comparison is a dream killer. It's your own business. Keep going, whether it's going up or down or flat. Let's keep going. And Loata, fear. Fear, use fear. Take fear along with you, but just let it listen. Let it sit down there. You know, it's insignificant. Let it sit down there. And then use every failure as a stepping stone. So we encourage viewers, we encourage those who are going to listen into the recording. Do not be afraid to take the next step. We weren't afraid. We didn't know it all. But if we did not take that step 8 months back, 3 years back, 10 months back, we wouldn't be here now. We'll give you the choice. Join us. We've got our websites under our pictures. If you can click on it, ask us questions, send us messages, we will be happy to help you out. So from here tonight, Nisa Mode, goodbye and thank you for listening in.
Bye for now.
Bye.